Hey guys, welcome back to the weekly diecast haul. Like I said in part one, I'm recording this on Wednesday for this week's because next weekend I'm gonna be out of town down in Miami, so I had to do two weekly videos, record two videos for this week and next week. So, anyways, let's get into what I found so far this week. Starting with these two 5-packs, which were given, I guess, in part one from my aunt up north, which was nice having someone look for stuff up there for me. So. Starting with the Matchbox Rally set. Really cool set. I wanted the set because Cassian's a collecting here. So, first up is this off-road vehicle called the Predator. It's a pretty cool little casting. Nothing too crazy. I like the way it looks. All these off-road kind of vehicles like this, so that's pretty cool. And next up is this BJ truck, which is really cool. I like this casting a lot. It's cool to have it in this color. I just think it looks really cool. So, always cool to add one of these to the collection. So, I like this casting. It's a pretty cool off-road vehicle. That one's pretty cool. Next up is the International Scout. Pretty cool little casting. Not my favorite Scout casting, but this one's pretty cool. It's off-road BJ looking truck as well, which is cool looking. It's a cool little truck to find. So, awesome to find one of these. That's the collection. Next up is the Datsun 70 Datsun S90 Rally. Really cool casting. Cool to find a new one of these, and this one's really cool to add. So that one's just a cool rally car to add to the collection. I love the Datsun 510, so always cool to get one of these in the collection. So that's a cool one to find. And last up is the Toyota Land Cruiser. Cool to finally add another one of these to the collection. It's been a while since I added my first one, which was a long while ago, like a few years ago. So good to add a new one of these to the collection. It's just a cool casting. I love the Toyota 4Runners, especially the old versions. So really cool to have a new one of these to the collection. So that's a cool one to add to the collection. Next up, the from Matchbox 5-pack. I also got from New York is the Cafe Cruisers. This is a really cool 5-pack. Really glad I fit this one to the collection as well. Starting off with is the Austin Mini Coupe. Oh, it's a cool little car to add to the collection. I love this white one. Really cool. I love the black top and the white paint. That's front decals. No rear, but that's okay. Still a really cool little car. So I'm really glad to find this one. Next up is the 1975 Chevy Caprice. Blue. Really cool Chevy Caprice. It's a really cool casting. Has no front or rear decals, but I love that blue on it, and definitely my favorite of it. And I own now. It's this blue, so it's just a really cool one to add. It's Caprice. So it's an awesome Chevy, and glad to add that Caprice to my collection. Next up is the 35 Ford pickup. Always a cool little pickup truck. Really like this casting. This green's really cool, so can't complain there. It's a cool car to add to the collection, and yeah, it's an awesome little 30s truck, so it's really cool looking. So I'm glad to add that to the collection. It's a cool little rat rod. Next up is the Dodge 1968 Dodge D200. This is really cool retro delivery. It's a really cool Dodge truck. Really glad to add this to the collection. A new one to these to the collection. This is definitely one of my favorites. I love that white, the Matchbox right there. That's a classic look for Matchbox. So this is an awesome Dodge truck to add to the collection, and yeah, it's a cool truck. So I'm really glad to add that one. And last up is a 1975 Corvette T-Top, which is a brand new casting into the collection. It's a cool Corvette to add. It's really cool. If I add this Corvette into the collection, Like the rims, the paint job's not the best, but still pretty cool looking. It's a cool Corvette to add to the collection, so I was happy to add this. A new vet I never had in the collection to the collection, so yeah, it's an awesome Corvette, so gotta add that to the collection. Next up is some new mainline Hot Wheels, starting with the La Festa. Pretty cool car. It's like a little modern Ford Pantera would have been in like the 2000s. It's pretty cool. The rims aren't the best, but pretty cool basic paint scheme. Nothing too crazy. Fantasy casting still. But still pretty cool looking. Looks like more of a modern version of a Pantera. That's why I like it. So, it's pretty cool. I like it. So that's a cool Hot Wheels find. Next up is the Valtoka, something like that. It's pretty cool fantasy like hypercar. So, and it's in white, so it's pretty cool. Rims aren't the best, but pretty cool paint scheme. Can't complain there, but yeah, it's pretty cool looking. Nothing too crazy. It's a fantasy casting, but it's one I like to collect, so it's a pretty cool like fantasy hypercar, so gotta add this to the collection. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. Next up is the Electro Slingshot. It's a pretty cool delivery. Cool to find this car in the collection. Pretty cool looking. Rims aren't the best, but the paint skin's pretty cool. So, this is a cool car to add to the collection. I like the way it looks and stuff, so yeah, this is pretty cool. Nothing too crazy. It's a cool car, so gotta add that to the collection. Next up is 68 Mercury Cougar. Really cool to find this from the latest case. I like this casting. This one's just really cool. I like this paint scheme a lot. So, this is a cool casting. Front end's pretty cool. No front and rear decals, but just an awesome car. Awesome muscle car from the 60s, so glad to add this to the collection. It looks really cool. So, yeah, gotta add that to the collection. The last mainline is the 1970 Pontiac Firebird. Cool to find the red version of this. I had the white, which was the first version, and it's cool to have this red one. All that front decal and rear. It's a cool Firebird. Really glad to add this to the collection. Rims are pretty nice. It's a pretty cool basic Firebird. Add to the collection. It's cool, like hot rodded one. So yeah, glad to add this to the collection. It's a pretty cool Firebird. Next up is the only two I found from the Hot Wheel Halloween set from this year, starting with the Muscle Tone. Pretty cool fantasy muscle car. I like this casting. Pretty cool looking. Rims aren't the best, but it's like for Halloween. But it's a fantasy muscle car anyways, so it's still pretty cool looking. I like it. Nothing too crazy, but it's pretty cool. And the last car added to the collection is the Scorcher. There is another car from the Hot Wheel Halloween set. So let's see how this one looks. It's a pretty cool car. I like the way it looks. It's like a Honda looking car. The rims aren't the best, like I said, the other one, but still pretty cool looking. So yeah, that's all I found this week. Pretty cool cars I found this week. So, and like I said in part one, I'm recording this on Wednesday. I'll record recording on Wednesday for this week's, and then Friday I'm recording for next weekend. So, yeah. If you guys want more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.